Hi everyone, KNWA and Fox 24 Chief Meteorologist Dan Skoff in the Forecast Center on this Sunday. We're just hours away from getting the start of our winter storm moving through overnight tonight and into Monday. There have been changes to the snow totals. I looked at a few things this morning. I've been watching it throughout the weekend. I was a little hesitant to go higher with the totals over the last few days just because of the model uncertainty. But knowing this system was coming in and rather strong, I upped my totals today. Also, it appears that a colder solution has taken place, especially for areas in northern northwest Arkansas. So, what are the latest snow totals? And it's not just going to be snow. I want to reiterate that. This will be a wintry mix. It'll be freezing rain as well as ice and also sleet and mainly snow in sections of northern northwest Arkansas. So, as you can see, first of all, the 8 to 12 inches area will be in southwest Missouri. There are a few areas that could pick up about a foot of snow in southwest Missouri, and that may squeak into northern sections of Benton County as well as Carroll County and Boone County. Obviously, all this can change, but because of the warm air aloft and a lot of the precipitation remaining as freezing rain and sleet for a long period of time, the farther south you go, the snow totals start to lessen. 1 to 2 inches of a mix of sleet and snow in the river valley, mostly freezing rain in central Arkansas, and it could be a significant ice storm south of Little Rock. That is something that may be really very, very bad as far as power outages and prolonged power outages in south central Arkansas, south of Little Rock. So let's look at the high temperatures today. You know, I will say this, I went a little cool today, and the high temperatures did end up warming up. Cloud cover didn't build in, and it hit the lower 40s. I didn't think that would happen in an Arctic air mass, but it did. However, look at the temperature difference in Rogers. I mean, much cooler, highs only in the 30s, so that shows you the farther north you go, the colder it is. 39 in Springdale. But now current conditions dropping off into the lower 40s in Fayetteville. You got mid-30s in Rogers, just a few degrees away from freezing, and already below freezing in Harrison. So that's one of the reasons for the heavier snow accumulation in that band extending from the west-northwest to the east-southeast over north-central Arkansas and portions of northern northwest Arkansas. Temperatures around the rest of the area, we still get this cold air. We've got a high pressure system just to our northeast. That's why we kind of saw a southeasterly wind throughout the day, which actually tended to warm us up a little bit with the location of that high, clockwise circulation around the high. And the latest watches and warnings, obviously you know that we are now under a winter storm warning. It includes the entire area. The timing of this warning goes from tonight until noon on Monday for all of northwest Arkansas. In areas for eastern counties, from the Little Rock Weather Service office, it extends until 6 o'clock. But keep in mind, they're accounting for the counties in their county warn area and east of Little Rock that go until 6 o'clock. So that's why the difference in the expiration time. Southwest Missouri until 3 o'clock. Areas of the watch on the west side will be cropped out a little bit earlier. And as we zoom out, you can see the large expansiveness of this huge winter storm. Yeah, it definitely developed into an impressive storm, which we were kind of alluding to several days ago. Satellite and radar showing a snow band already popping up in north central Missouri. The precipitation is just now starting to take place. We still have some dry air to overcome at the surface, but you can see that precipitation popping up over southern Oklahoma as well as northern Texas. So we've got an interesting scenario. Warm layer of air aloft above freezing at about 3,000 feet above the ground will be streaming in. It's ideal conditions for an ice storm. But the farther north you go, the colder and deeper that air will be, the deeper the cold air will be, so that will limit the amount of freezing rain potential. The satellite and radar is a thing of beauty. You can see this low pressure system organizing off to our west, also an impressive low that's by Baja that we talked about, injecting little impulses of energy. We've been mentioning that for several days, and the model's really not having a clue on that, but they're finally picking up on it, and that's why they're generating more precipitation. So all those little pockets of instability, little waves, and then there is that low pressure system that's starting to dive in across western sections of the United States, the Four Corners region. This is textbook, folks. It's going to be a strong system. Doesn't last very long, about maybe 18 hours at the very longest, but it's an impressive low, and it's organizing and intensifying. In fact, you can see that on the water vapor by, if I stop it here, look at this dark spot right here. This is an intensely developing low pressure system, and that's going to continue to move off to the south and east just as expected, and as it moves in, it's going to bring a lot of moisture and a lot of energy with it. So in the future track, this is the way it looks here. Starting off 4 o'clock, this has it handled very well. Already shows the snow over north central Missouri. There by 6 o'clock in just a few hours, time of this recording is a little after 4, precipitation starts popping up in Oklahoma. The onset of this precipitation will be right around 8 o'clock, but it will take about an hour or two for complete saturation to occur and for this precipitation will eventually reach the ground. There's that pink area. The pink area represents, by the way, freezing rain and sleet. It's a freezing rain sleet mixture. Mostly freezing rain in southern sections of this pink area and more sleet the farther north you travel. So now, as you'll see here close to midnight, this bluish purple area is already snow. So the cold air is deep enough to produce all snow. That's why we upped our snow totals, and the models are coming back with definitely still showing freezing rain sleet mixture, but this is right now, according to the future track, and I believe it, heavy snow overnight tonight and into early Monday. And this will dump several inches of snow, and this will accumulate, and it will cause issues on the roads, and that's why the upgrade from the winter storm watch to the winter storm warning for the entire area. And then finally the system starts to move out by 6 o'clock in the evening. It is long gone. I do believe that there may be a weak system coming in on Tuesday. Let's look at the future track ice accumulation. Notice Fayetteville southward is about the northern extent of the ice accumulation, and boy, that is not good at all. If you can see that on your screen south of Little Rock, that's well over an inch of ice. This could be a significant ice storm for portions of central and south central Arkansas. In the River Valley, definitely something to write home about. 0.2 of an inch of ice along with a lot of sleet and snow will cause possibly some issues as well. Thankfully, the winds won't be too strong with this system. Snow totals, remember a couple days ago in the future track didn't have anything, and we kind of said, I don't believe this. Now you can see the snow totals looking pretty impressive, anywhere ranging from 3.5 to 7.5 inches. I think, remember this is just a computer model, but I think this is kind of right on the money, showing about 2 inches in Fort Smith. So what do you need to know? The 4 W's. It's a strong system tonight. Freezing rain, sleet, and snow looks likely. Snow tonight will be around 2 to 8 inches, ending by Monday late morning into the afternoon. Precipitation will start late this evening. The main energy starts to swing in after 10 o'clock tonight. That's when the precipitation will really start to get going. We could see that weak system on Tuesday, but widespread winter precip. Highest chance for ice in the southern river valley and the Ouachita's as well as central Arkansas. Heavy snow looks likely in northwest Arkansas. Still remains some uncertainty as to how strong that warm air will be just above that shallow layer of cold air. So if we do see more freezing rain the farther north you go, that would lessen the snow totals. But we could also see thunder, sleet, and thunder snow. I'm watching some instability that develops overnight tonight that could easily bring some lightning and thunder activity, similar to our March snow sleet storm of last year on March 3rd. Lots of energy and precipitation. So once again, to reiterate, these are the expected snow totals, 2 to 4 inches over Fayetteville, but there is a plus there, and also 4 to 8, and that could be also included with heavy snow bands and convective elements that develop. So running out of time here, but that is the latest. Keep it here with your weather authority, and we will keep you up to date. And you can see the Facebook pages as well, NWA Weather Authority, my Facebook page, Dan Skoff. It's a professional and personal page, and also on Twitter, @WeatherDam. Have a good one.